I want to tell you something cool that I just learned about giraffes. For a new study, scientists spent several years studying hundreds of giraffes in Tanzania and analyzing their markings. And what they learned is that the size and shape of their spots seems to affect how well they survive in different climate conditions. When it's unusually cold out, for example, the study found that giraffes with larger spots, like those you can see here, had a higher chance of survival. And the opposite was true when it was really hot out. Giraffes with smaller spots had a higher chance of survival. Basically, spot size and shape really matters in terms of whether or not a giraffe is going to live on. It's not actually totally clear why this is the case, but one explanation is that spots are darker than the fur around them, and so they absorb more sunlight. So a giraffe with bigger spots absorbs more heat and is more likely to overheat, which is fine or even great when it's cold, but not when it's hot. And this probably isn't surprising, but climate change is making the landscape that giraffes live in much hotter. The good news is that spot pattern is a genetic trait like eye color and height in humans. And that means that giraffes with favorable spot patterns, so if it's going to get really hot out because of climate change, we're talking about smaller spots, they might be able to pass on that spot pattern to their offspring, which might give their offspring a better chance of surviving in a warmer world. And what I think is so cool about this is that it suggests that giraffe spots are changing over time in response to what's going on in their environment. The question, I guess, is just whether those changes are going to be able to keep up with the rapid pace of climate change.